I believe that the impact that God has had in my life, I'm sharing the message as me as a, and not really defining me as just a black man, but just a man of good faith and not religion or, like spirituality, but my actual relationship with God. And there's a lot of other segments that I am going to go into. But I really believe that, God has been giving me a message, and I've talked to a lot of people. I've had very good, impactful conversations. I've looked up things, researched things. Um, and I really want to express and just share my journey with you guys. I believe that a lot of these things in this world that we talk about, men and women are divided. We shouldn't really live that way, and I don't think we should live that way. Especially with our day and age. I think for me, especially, it's been a difference between me growing up as a man and not having a father figure, and then me seeing other men, and the differences between growing up with a single mom or growing up, with a father, and the dynamic of men who are a lot more harder and a lot more harsh versus men, and our generation, and their early late 20s, 30s, who can express their emotions, but they're seen as a lot softer. So there's almost like a balance here. We have to do like a balancing act between that. So um, I'll go in depth with that as well. And really just to know like that, men and women, we're on the same side. I have sisters. I have, family members who are women, and I think, we both have roles, but we also should live a certain way where it's not like we are to be like, like I'm better than you or you're better than me, but, we just understand, our roles, and we thrive where we're at. And it's not like a power struggle, almost as if, but I'll go in depth with that. Things like work and the relationship with, my job, and, how the dynamic goes, when you do have, your boss is having certain relations, and you live underneath one of their properties and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll go in depth with a lot of things. I think the real message overall, though, is to really just share my story of how God's impacted my life and the things I go through, and I'm hoping you can go along with me on this journey.